Join me as I dive into the world of forensic photography to solve some of the greatest mysteries ever. Forensic photography is a powerful tool used in crime scene investigations that has led to the solving of some of the world's most intriguing mysteries. From famous cases like the Lindbergh baby kidnapping to modern-day crimes, forensic photography has played a crucial role in capturing evidence that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. Before the advent of forensic photography, law enforcement faced significant challenges when it came to collecting and preserving evidence. In the past, evidence was often mishandled, contaminated, or lost, leading to unreliable testimony and wrongful convictions. Eyewitness testimonies, which were often the primary source of evidence, were notoriously unreliable, and it wasn't uncommon for eyewitnesses to contradict each other's accounts. Moreover, the limited lighting and poor camera technology of the time made it difficult to capture high-quality evidence that could be used in court. In addition, crime scenes were often disturbed, either intentionally or unintentionally, which further complicated the investigation process. It was not uncommon for investigators to mishandle evidence, either by touching it or moving it, which could compromise its integrity. The lack of standardization in evidence collection and preservation procedures also made it difficult to compare evidence across different cases. The introduction of forensic photography revolutionized the way evidence was collected and preserved. With high-quality cameras and specialized techniques, investigators could capture evidence that was previously impossible to collect. Macro photography, for instance, allowed investigators to capture minute details that could be crucial in identifying suspects or linking evidence to a crime scene. One of the most significant breakthroughs in forensic photography was the development of infrared imaging. This technique enabled investigators to capture evidence that was invisible to the naked eye, such as latent prints, DNA, and other biological evidence. Infrared imaging has been instrumental in solving high-profile cases, including the BTK serial killer case, where infrared technology was used to enhance fingerprints found at the crime scene. Let's take the case of the Lindbergh baby kidnapping, for example. In 1932, Charles Lindbergh's 20-month-old son was kidnapped from his home in Hopewell, New Jersey. The police investigation was one of the most extensive in history, with over 100 cops working around the clock to find the kidnapper. Forensic photography played a crucial role in the investigation, with detectives using photography to enhance fingerprints found on the ransom note and the ladder used in the kidnapping. The case of the Zodiac Killer is another example of how forensic photography helped solve a mystery. In the 1960s and 1970s, the Zodiac Killer terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area, sending cryptic letters and codes to the police and newspapers. One of the cryptic letters sent by the killer included a piece of torn fabric that was later matched to a piece of fabric found on one of the victims. Forensic photography was used to enhance the image, which helped investigators link the two pieces of fabric. The case of the Black Dahlia is another infamous example of how forensic photography helped solve a mystery. In 1947, Elizabeth Short, a 22-year-old woman, was found brutally murdered in Leimert Park, Los Angeles. The crime scene was particularly gruesome, with the killer having mutilated Short's body and carved a smile on her face. Forensic photography was used to capture the gruesome details of the crime scene, which helped investigators piece together the events of the crime. One particularly dramatic case where forensic photography was pivotal in solving a mystery is the case of the BTK serial killer. Between 1974 and 1991, Dennis Rader, aka the BTK Killer, murdered 10 people in Kansas, taunting the police with letters and cryptic messages. Forensic photography played a crucial role in the investigation, with detectives using infrared imaging to enhance fingerprints found at the crime scene. In conclusion, forensic photography has been instrumental in solving some of the world's most intriguing mysteries. From the Lindbergh baby kidnapping to the Zodiac Killer, forensic photography has played a crucial role in capturing evidence that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of forensic photography. If you have any thoughts on the cases we discussed, please share them in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about forensic science, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll dive into more fascinating cases and techniques used to solve them.